Hi there, I'm Nadine Hill and welcome to a 10-minute chair yoga series, which is stretches that you can do from a seated position to start to move your body and hopefully keep everything well oiled inside and increase your flexibility and feel like you're doing something inside your body. So I created this video because I have already done a 10-minute stretch video and it involved getting on the floor, hands and knees, laying on your back, and I sent it to my husband's grandma and she said, "Love, I can't get down on the floor." So Nana, this one's for you. This is your chair yoga. I hope that you enjoy it. You're only going to need a chair. Something with a back is good, or without, you could do it on a stool is fine, but a chair that gives you a nice solid base, not something that you sink into like an armchair. So something, a dining chair would be perfect, or an office chair, something like that. And you'll also need, I've got a yoga block here. Now you don't need to invest in a yoga block, you can use a hardback book. And this is a blast from the past. This is a VHS video of Cindy Crawford's workout from the 90s. If you've got a couple of videos like this, you could use them in place of a block. Or if you've got a hardback book or a box or something that's pretty solid, you're just going to be resting your feet on it, but you don't need that just yet. So to get started, the best thing to do, sit in a comfortable upright seated position, place the soles of your feet onto the floor, spreading out your toes and placing them back onto the floor. Barefoot is best if you are able to be barefoot. And then with your arms dangling down by your side, shoulders are back and down and your head is upright. Taking an inhale and sweep your hands upwards, gazing up to the space between your thumbs. And exhale as you bring the hands down next to you. We'll do that again. Inhale, raise arms, raise head. Exhale, bring arms down and bring your head down. With yoga, we try to match the movement to the breath. So inhale up, exhale down. And by doing that, not only are we exercising the physical body, we're also creating a mind-body connection, bringing our awareness onto our breath, onto our movement, and that helps, that has a meditative quality, and it helps with mindfulness and stillness, bringing some calm into your day. So we'll do this again. Inhale, arms up. And this time on the exhale, keep your arms where they are, but gently lean over to one side. You should feel the stretch in this side of the body. And then come back up to center. Inhale. Exhale, lean to the other side. The stretch is going on here. Come back up to center. Arms can come down by the side. Now we're going to do a seated spinal twist. So with this one, if you bring your arms, well, we'll inhale, and then on the exhale, bring arms down to a cactus arms position. That's what this is called. And then take an inhale when you sat like this. And then on the exhale, just twist your body so the lower body stays where it is and it's the upper body that's twisting. You're sending this shoulder, the back shoulder, send it toward the back wall and gaze to the side. This will give you a spinal twist along this side. Inhale back to center. And then from this position, you've already just done your inhale. So as you exhale, twist over to the other side. It's just the upper body that's moving and your arms are staying in a cactus arms position. Breathe into this for a few moments. And come back to center. When you're doing the spinal twist, if you look to one side and then hold it and breathe into that position, if you find that it eases slightly, then see if you can just move a little further around and do that on the other side. Just another centimetre, another half an inch. Just try and move round that way and bring the arms down. Now we'll do some wrist circles And if it's available to you, you could take your feet off the floor and do some ankle circles too. Stop and then go in the opposite direction to the way you were just circling. Okay, and then placing your foot back onto the floor. We can also drop our head to the side. We don't need to pull our head or do any, just gently lean it to the side, allow gravity to do its job, creating a stretch in this side of the neck. Head up to center, drop your head to the other side, feeling the stretch in the other side of your neck. Back up to center, and if you wish, you can also do forward. Feel the stretch down the back of the spine, and raise your gaze up to the sky. Bring yourself back to center. Now we're going to do a few rounds of cat-cow. This is something that I normally demonstrate in yoga class on all fours, on your hands and knees, but as this is chair yoga, we're going to do it in our chair. So I'll turn to the side so that you can see the position of my spine, but you don't need to. You can stay in your chair exactly as you are. So with your feet flat on the ground, your back is nice and upright. Interlace your fingers in front of you and push your arms out in front of you. We're going to do cat first. So this is a rounded spine. So picture a cat on a hot tin roof with the rounded spine. So you've got your arms in front of you, taking an inhale. As you exhale, push your arms forward, tuck your head in and round out your back. And breathe here. And then come back to neutral. And then we'll do cow pose. This time you take the palms of your hands, place them on your lower back, so just above your bottom. Feet are still on the floor. Taking an inhale and exhale, dropping your head backwards and pushing your chest out and curving your spine in the opposite direction. So if you've got your palms on your bottom like this, with your elbows, see if you can visualize trying to make your elbows meet behind you. You're not actually going to be able to touch them together, but just visualize it. It will open up the chest, give you an open stretch here, and stretching through the back. So I'll demonstrate them both again. This is your cat pose. And this is your cow pose. So the spine goes in one direction and then in the other direction. So you can do as many cat-cows as you need to loosen off the shoulders and feel it in your back. And then I'm coming back to the way that you're sat. We're going to use our books now, or our blocks. So if you've got a yoga block, that's fine. Or if not, just use a book, VHS video, anything of that nature. And we're going to place it on the floor and we're going to put our feet on it. What this will do is, obviously it raises your feet from the ground, because we're going to do an inhale, stretch up. Exhale, sweep the hands down, you're hinging at the waist and you're going to reach toward your feet. Now it doesn't matter if you can only get to here, here, here. It doesn't matter how far you get, but what matters is that you're keeping your back nice and straight and you're allowing gravity to sort of pull your hands down toward the floor. So over time you may find that you can reach further and further and further down your legs. For me, and if you're quite flexible already, by raising your feet from the floor, it gives you more range that you can go that bit further. So now I'm actually touching the floor, but my feet are raised. If I only had my feet on the floor, I'd only be able to reach as far as this. But that book gives me extra reach. So tuck your head down, allow yourself to hang forward. And while you're down here, you could do some wrist circles as well. You could also take hold of each elbow and just hang. Hang like a rag doll. And then when you're ready, come back up to seated position. You can remove the block from under your feet. We're at the end of our 10-minute stretch video, so we'll end the 10 minutes the way I always end yoga classes, which is with me sat up nice and straight. Inhale, take the arms upwards, gaze at the sky, and exhale, bringing your hands down to heart center.